through storms, unshaken, unbowed, through trials and verdicts, still standing proud, a titan in the tempest, against the raging crowd. He's got a vision for the future, gonna shout it aloud. Change in the wind, it's coming fast, a new foundation built to last. Cryptocurrency's the key, make the big switch, power to the people, time to teach the rich. Legal battles can't hold him, he's moving on, with plans so bold, from dusk till dawn. He's rewriting the rules, a new dawn's day, from the hands of the few to the people's way. Say goodbye to all chains, embrace the new, a financial revolution, fair and true, for the workers, the dreamers, side by side, in Trump's new era. Let freedom.
Welcome, everyone, to the Crazy Kryptonaut channel. I am Cester. Thank you guys so much for joining on our Trump Day. I hope everyone's having a wonderful Trump Day out there. And it is definitely a somewhat momentous one because we are on that countdown. 5 days left towards the inauguration. I know I'm very much looking forward to it. And I would imagine everyone out there in the community is looking forward to it, especially everyone that holds cryptocurrencies, because, well, the markets seem to be very happy at the thought of a Trump presidency, and it's for a lot of good reasons. We're going to talk about some of those today, and we're also going to talk about why is XRP pumping. Today was the final day for the SEC to file any alterations to their appeals. And so, as of the last time that I clicked the refresh button, we're still yet to see any legitimate announcement coming out of the SEC today. They still have time, technically, and they're kind of known for taking their time. And so, not unexpected that we might have to wait a little while, but, well, wish we had already heard it. But needless to say, the markets are very happy without the confirmation. So I'm going to get into saying hellos, and then we're going to jump right into it, guys. I hope everyone does like the change in terms of the time that we start at. For me, it's a lot better in terms of my work schedule to be able to start the hour later, because typically my last work calls are during what would be, essentially they start at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it works out great for me. I hope it works out for everyone out there in the community. Also, I apologize for changing it, but sound off in the chat with opinions on the 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time start. See, just so we can see what everyone's thinking out there. It seems, judging by the amount of folks that can tune in live right away, that the later time works a lot better for a lot of folks. So we'll see. But first things first, what's up, Gary7 coming in at #1 today on the like button. Thank you so much, Gary. Oh, and Mile High Trish, thank you, and Kukla and everyone else out there helping on the back end. Y'all are saints, and a happy Trump Day to y'all as well. I'm going to kind of speed through hellos, though, from now on, just so everyone knows. I don't mean to miss anyone, but we need to get to the nitty-gritty pretty quickly. And so, what's up, Flying Squirrel? Welcome. I know we had a good question coming in fairly early, so I'll be looking for that one. What's up, Brian? No, we're still here. We are here. But I know I saw the first question fairly early in, and we're going to jump right into them. Welcome, Captain Peggy. Welcome, welcome. Gary, I can never stop stopping for your different jokes. Gary7, I got onto my friend for cussing. He was outside in the freezing rain and he said it hurt like hail. I need to get a little soundtrack going for that one, Gary. I'll call it the Gary7 soundtrack. What's up, Speed Racer? Welcome, welcome. There you go, though. Captain Peggy. This is a great question, and I'm certain that this is one a lot of folks out there are curious about. How do you find the cryptocurrencies that aren't on the exchanges that you currently use? And so Captain Peggy says, other than Uphold, where else is a safe to buy place for tokens like Grok? And so Grok as a token, and I'll actually pull up my screen so we can sit here and we can kind of look at these things together. And so Grok, to my knowledge, is, well, a new-ish token out there. Been around since January of 2024. Actually, been around for longer than that. Been around since November of 2023. And so, for a token like Grok, Captain Peggy, when you're looking to try to figure out how to purchase a cryptocurrency, there are a few different ways and a few different places to check first. First things first, come to CoinGecko. And so you would come to coingecko.com and you would just search what you've been told. So right now, all I know is Grok. I search Grok. We're not looking for Baby Grok, Grok Inu, or Grok CEO, or any of the other ones. We're going to look for Grok. We're going to assume that's the one you're talking about, Captain Peggy. What you do here from this point onward, if you're looking up a new cryptocurrency that you're curious about where to purchase it at, what you can actually do is you can use CoinGecko to get the answers. And so, first things first, roll down to the markets that Grok is being sold and traded on. And so right now, we see MEXC is an option. Orbit, Ourbit, Yourbit, not certain, never used that exchange, is another option. We see Gate.io, HTX, BingX, LA Token, XT.com, yada yada. And so by doing this, essentially, this is every place that Grok is currently being traded. You can go through on CoinGecko and you can get your answer. Where do I need to go in order to purchase Grok in this situation? If it's another cryptocurrency, it's the same methodology. What you do is you come to CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap. I just personally don't like CoinMarketCap, so I use CoinGecko. It works just as well, and so that's the one I go with. And all you do is just type in whatever the name is. We can look up any other crypto in the world. It's the same idea. Say I just choose a random one, Virtuals Protocol here, because we'll click on it. If I go and I click or I type in Virtuals Protocol and I want to know how do I go about safely purchasing it, I'm going to just scroll down and I'm going to go to the markets that's actively being traded on. So I can buy this specific token on Bybit, BitGet, Gate.io, Bithumb, KuCoin, Uniswap, Arbit, Solidly, or a variety of others. It's the same logic with each of the different ones. This is a great way of being able to figure out where to go. Something I would highly recommend paying attention to, and so I'll zoom in on our numbers here for Grok. When you're looking at the different exchanges that you can trade Grok on, look through where you have the highest volume. And so HTX would be the answer for this one. HTX has $1.4 million of trading volume over the past 24 hours. And so that market is most likely going to be the most stable, most likely. These things can be faked, they can be altered, but ultimately, this is a great way of going in and finding it. What I would say, though, guys, is that we know that Grok is on because of the Explorer. We know that Grok is an Ethereum token because look, a Etherscan and the contract. If a contract starts with a 0 and an X, that means that it follows the Ethereum standard. If it has the Explorer here on CoinGecko as Etherscan, it's definitely an Ethereum token. And so I know now, just from going to CoinGecko, all you did, Captain Peggy, you gave me the name. I came to CoinGecko. I now know that Grok is an Ethereum token. I know its market cap of 33 million. I know circulating supply, total supply, max supply. So I know the details. I understand what's happening. I understand the trading volume. So I know that $5.2 million have been traded back and forth in the form of Grok over the past 24 hours. And I have now access to their Twitter. So now, bam, Grok community Twitter has been suspended. That's not a great sign. I also have access to their Telegram, which means I can now directly make certain that I join the right Telegram. Highly would recommend, Captain Peggy, first things first, whenever you find a new crypto, come to CoinGecko. First step, and see if it's there. I would highly recommend for those that are looking at new cryptos, I would highly recommend using a decentralized exchange like Uniswap. Uniswap's going to require you to utilize a MetaMask wallet. As we have discussed in the past, you're going to need a MetaMask wallet, or you're going to need another DeFi-ready cryptocurrency wallet in order to utilize Uniswap. But Captain Peggy, if I were buying Grok, I would buy Grok on Uniswap. And so, same thing here. When you see the exchange that's actually being used for it, you click on the exchange that you want to use, and then you click Start Trading. And now, by using a decentralized exchange, you automatically know you don't need to sign up, and you automatically know that you're going to a safe link. This is a great way of keeping yourself safe out there in crypto. If you go through trusted resources like CoinGecko in order to find these links, you'll know you're going to the right place. I would highly recommend, Captain Peggy, Uniswap. That's where I would buy my Grok if I were buying Grok, or any other one. You know, we're just using it as an example at the moment. Oh man, guys, 314 XRP, $3.14. Got to love that. Gotta love it. All right, back to looking through for questions, and then we're going to talk more about XRP because that's the focus today. Absolutely the focus today. All right, all right. I'm trying to scan for questions. If I miss anybody along the way, my apologies. I'm also having a hard time avoiding some of the different fun jokes from Gary and others out there. So let me try to roll through. What's up, Jeremy? Freedom Forge Coffee Company says good evening. Welcome, welcome, man. I guess well, yeah, it does. I guess that one is. It's kind of there until the very end. All right. Let me try. I don't know if I'm missing anybody here along the way. Sorry if I am. Gary 7, only 5 days until Trump. What can we expect from the SEC? Well, that really is the big question, Gary. That's the big question. what do we need to expect coming down from the SEC? But I would say something that's important to remember here is that the 15th, aka today, is considered the final deadline for the SEC to file any more cases against XRP or Ripple Labs in regards to the pre-existing issue. And on the 20th of January, Gary Gensler will step down. And the new SEC chairman has already said he will dismiss the cases. He has no intention of continuing to prosecute Ripple Labs or the company over their initial coin offering. And so it's kind of a win no matter what. Either we win today or we win on the 20th. It's one of the two. And so that's kind of made for a very weird situation where right now, as a matter of fact, XRP just continues to climb. Just continues to climb. We're at 317 now, and apparently it's going to keep on going, or at least it seems like it. And so, Gary, we're in a situation where effectively we know that the case against Ripple is getting dropped. It's either getting dropped today or it's getting dropped on the 20th. And so I think that's led to a lot of optimism. I expect, in all honesty, Gary, that the SEC is not going to do anything. I think that the SEC is going to go ahead and wave the white flag and admit that no matter what they do, it will not matter in a matter of 5 days. And so it's not worth them pushing anybody when it's just going to get overridden. Terry Ferraro, XTC, I believe Lobster and Uphold are two excellent options for XTC. Remember, same logic here. XTC, we go to the XTC network. We see $2 billion market cap, up 24% on the day. And so we see that it was a very good idea to purchase XTC. And then we come on down and we do the same logic once again. We just look now more so for the exchanges that possibly we already have or things that we're already using. And yeah, we can see that a bunch of different exchanges are being utilized for XTC. I believe I made my purchases on Lobster or Uphold. I would recommend Lobster or Uphold for XTC purchases right now. That's where I would recommend. Please keep in mind though, Terry, get your XTC off and over to a hardware wallet as soon as you can. What's up, David? Good evening to you, and thank you so much for the Apple, man. Yes, of course. For everything that I have already said and everything that I will say, please remember that the content in this podcast is for educational and entertainment purposes and is not intended to provide financial advice. Please consult with a financial professional before making investment decisions. Absolutely. It's in the description. I read it every single stream. Please remember, it is a matter of learning about the topic. Ultimately, the decisions you, I, and everyone else makes out there in terms of crypto or any other investment are solely our own. It's an important thing to remember. What's up, The Promise Maga? Hello, Zester. Like the time I can now. Glad to see that you can join, man. Glad to see it. I am happy with the time change. GG greatness. Hello, Zester. Question. Are the cryptos down everywhere? My Lobster is way down went from millions to 3 digits. JG, which cryptos did you own? That would be my first question. Which cryptos went down from millions to 3 digits? Because most all cryptos are doing very well at the moment. I would say, though, please keep in mind, everyone out there, that a lot of times the price tracker that you're seeing is not accurate on certain exchanges. Lobster and Uphold, and also Coinbase Wallet, not Coinbase the exchange, but Coinbase Wallet, Trust Wallet, pretty much all of those different platforms do not have good price trackers. And so that means you may see a price that is not accurate. That's why you go to CoinGecko. Come to CoinGecko. The API integration is far better here. You'll see the actual trading price. XRP is now at $3.16. And I can even go in and I can see on which exchanges it's trading at which price. Right now on Binance, it's already trading at $3.20. And so I can already see every single exchange and every single platform. I would highly recommend using that before you go trusting whatever the price shows on your wallet. Check your price against CoinGecko or against CoinMarketCap. All right. How high? I'm gonna Robin Parker. Welcome, Robin. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that spell check and the typing got the best of you on that one. And I'm gonna go ahead and assume that you mean how high can XRP go? Well, that's a great question. Remember that the all-time high of XRP back in 2018, January 7th of 2018, was $3.40. And so I'm feeling very confident that it can go to $3.40. That part seems to be very much possible. And so if it's already occurred, I would go ahead and assume that it can also occur again, Robin. Beyond $3.40, I am not certain. And I wish I knew, because if I did know, I would know when exactly to sell. Exactly when. Gary, I don't know where the cats are at this evening. They were trying to jump on me when the stream was starting, and then they went running off. All right. Looking for more questions, guys. All right, I may just go ahead and catch up with the chat. My apologies for anyone that I miss along the way, but that might make it a bit easier. All right. Gary, with the SEC out of the way, every crypto should surge. Well, that's not necessarily going to be the case, Gary. And so, yes, the SEC has or appears to be backing down from XRP. And we know that's either going to occur today or it's going to occur on the 20th with the resignation of Gary and the beginning of the Trump administration. And so I don't think that that's going to mean all cryptos surge. We've already seen that we're looking at really XRP kind of dominating over the past couple of days. Remember, we checked the charts on Friday, and we saw that it had broken away from Bitcoin. And so right now, XRP really seems to be leading the charge. XRP up 2.9% in the past hour, 18.1% over the past 24 hours. And 31.8% up over the past 7 days. And so XRP has broken away. Absolutely broken away. XRP continues to grow in value. And at this point, we don't really know where the resistance is. There were a lot of people trying to sell at $3. There were a lot. I checked that earlier today. Earlier today, there were billions of dollars set to be sold at somewhere around $3 for their XRP. Most of those traders pulled their trades before they were fulfilled. And so that means there's very little resistance for XRP. It can grow in value very rapidly because there's not a lot of people trying to sell. And that makes it, well, that's a great thing for XRP holders, but it also makes it very difficult to guess when the price will stop. Because ultimately, we don't know when everyone's going to start clicking the sell button. We don't know. Is it $3.50? Is it $4? Is it $4.50? Is it $10? We do not know. And so that's a good thing. That means that people that hold XRP are feeling very bullish about it continuing to increase in value. But it also means we've entered in to uncharted waters. We do not know. I do not know. Essentially, no one knows. Besides the guys that have millions of dollars, billions of dollars of XRP. Those guys know, because when they choose to start selling, the price is going to start going down. Right now, though, I think that everyone is remaining extremely optimistic. And I had previously predicted that XRP was going to beat its all-time high, and I still expect it to beat its all-time high. I truly believe that XRP will beat $3.40, and that until it beats $3.40, everybody just needs to chill. Once it beats that all-time high, I do then think people need to start thinking about selling or about taking profit. Once it beats its all-time high, what we know from crypto is that just about every time that a new all-time high is set, we tend to retrace below it. And so for me, I like to follow the cycles. I am not an overly technical trader. I used to do that. Does it work for some folks? No, it doesn't work for anybody. And anybody that tells you it works is lying to you. Effectively, fundamental trading, in my opinion, is the only way to go about it. And cyclical trading is pretty much the only form of technical analysis that, after my 10 years now in crypto, that I trust. I trust cycles. Cycles in markets repeat. They repeat. They always have. They most likely always will. When they do break and a cycle changes, typically that's only a good thing for people that hold that asset. And so I think we're going to beat $3.40. After that, all bets are off. It's the Wild West, and everybody after $3.40, I would highly recommend that everybody look at their own situation, look at their own bag of XRP, and they go ahead and make their decision. Do not trust me. Do not trust anyone out there telling you what price it will reach immediately. If we stretch the time scale out and we say, what price will XRP be by 2030? Okay, we could start making some pretty bold assumptions, and they would probably be fairly safe. But ultimately, if we're looking at the year of 2025, remember, the second that price goes past $3.40, we are entering XRP's Wild West setting. Because past that point, we do not have any analysis to present. And anyone that says they do is wrong. They're wrong. There is no analysis past that point. You cannot analyze data that does not exist and has never existed before. And so I think we're going to beat the all-time high. When we do after that, I do not know. I'm personally kind of thinking that number, Robin. I'm personally thinking that number. I think that. I do not know that. But I think that's the number we're heading towards. I hope we exceed it. I hope we exceed it. NW Treasure Seeker. Zester, would you sell at all-time high, take profit, and reinvest your original investment? NW Treasure Seeker, this depends on every single person. Every person is going to have their own logic on this one. Me, personally, I think it's a matter of considering how long do you plan on holding it. Do you plan on holding your XRP for another 10 years? If you do, then I probably would recommend ignore it. Just don't even think about it. If you have not taken out your principal, and so that's your initial investment, and this is something that I would recommend to everyone in the community. Remember, not financial advice, but if you bought XRP at 50 cents, and let's say you bought $1,000 at 50 cents, right now, that $1,000 investment in XRP is worth over $6,000. And I'm using this as an example because I know many people out there in the community bought somewhere around 50 cents. The reason I know that is because XRP traded around 50 cents for like 4 years. So most likely you bought around 50 cents. If you bought around 50 cents and it's currently at $3.20, take out your initial investment. Take it out. If you have purchased crypto and it has gone up 6, 7, 10x, and you have not taken out your initial investment, you are making a grave mistake as an investor. When you have got that type of gain, take it out. And what I always say, the second after I take out my principal, I'm then playing with the house's money. It's no longer my money. It's my gains. And so in that way, I would highly recommend everyone out there, and yes, not financial advice, but if you bought XRP back at 50 cents and you have not sold any of it, I would highly recommend do the math. What did you initially invest? How many XRP coins is necessary to equal the amount you initially invested? Sell that many. I know that everyone wants to continue to get the gains and gain that money, but ultimately, I promise you will feel so much better after you have your initial investment out. I promise you, you will feel so much better. It was a game changer for me when I started doing it years ago, but ultimately it's not intuitive, but it works. Once you have that money back, you will be able to sit back and relax. All right, I saw an interesting one here. Buster Zima. I tried to transfer XLM from Ledger to Coinbase, but entered the wrong memo text. Will I lose it? Buster, you will not lose it, but you're about to spend a very long time on the phone with Coinbase support. And so I'm going to go ahead and say I am very sorry for the amount of time that you're going to spend talking to them, but you will be able to get your XLM back. It's just going to take time. Absolutely. The only route is customer support, and specifically, no, Buster. So if you got the address right, but the memo wrong, Coinbase has the money. Don't call Ledger. Ledger can't help you. Ledger never had your money in the first place. And so call Coinbase. Coinbase has your money. Please go directly to them, start through the process, and know it's going to take a while. It's going to take a while. But I do believe you will get it back. That is an important thing to remember, guys. When you are sending XLM, XRP, or XDC to a centralized exchange, you have to include the destination tag. And that's what goes into the memo. You do have to use it. And the reason is because the technology works differently. And so remember, your XRP wallet requires a certain amount of XRP to be inside of it for it to even work. You need 10 XRP inside of the wallet. And for centralized exchanges, that creates a huge problem. And that's because centralized exchanges keep all of your crypto inside of the same wallet. They keep all of it together. And so when you transfer over your XRP to, say, Coinbase, Coinbase doesn't know it's yours until you give it the memo. Otherwise, Coinbase just thinks, we got XRP and we have no idea who owns it. It's a different system. It does make things more complicated. XRP, XLM, and XDC are more complicated than Bitcoin or Ethereum. They are more complicated. And it's because of the technology. The way they work is less user-friendly. And so if I have my XRP on Coinbase, I can send it to my Ledger hardware wallet. I don't need a memo. If you have your XRP on Coinbase and you want to send it to your Ledger hardware wallet, you would just, on Coinbase, click send, copy and paste the wallet address, and choose how many XRP, and click go. And you're good. But on your way back, coming from your Ledger hardware wallet to Coinbase, you're going to need the memo. It's overly confusing, and Buster, don't feel bad about it at all. It is normal. It's very normal. And unfortunately, the exchanges do not do a good enough job explaining the how and why. And so, Buster, you're going to get your XLM back. It's just going to take a little time. And now, from this point onward, just remember, when you're sending from Coinbase to your Ledger, don't worry about it. When you're sending from Ledger to Coinbase, worry about it. That's the time to worry. And that's because you only have one Ledger wallet, just one. But Coinbase has a bunch of wallets, essentially. And so you need to designate what your XRP is. But no, you're good to go, Buster. I'm sorry though that you're going to have to deal with Coinbase customer support. That part I'm very sorry for. What's up, Pops? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, Robbie Buck, that's great advice, Esther, but you must do something with your fiat because not safe in banks would buy metals with that initial investment. Well, Robbie, I absolutely am a big fan of precious metals. Another option for folks out there when you do go and you say, hey, I want to take my initial investment out, remember you have options on the blockchain. That is a great time to think about USDC, a stable coin that is pegged to the US dollar. It's a great thing. It's a great time because then you take that initial investment and you still can immediately use it to buy more crypto. Say the price of XRP plummets to $1 and you go, all right, well, I sold at $3.50. You can buy back in immediately with your crypto. And so stable coins are a great option. Also, there are companies out there that allow you to buy with crypto. They do exist. There are gold and silver companies that allow you to purchase with crypto. That is another thought out there. You can go directly from crypto to gold and silver. To each their own on that one. I would say I tend to use, Robbie, I tend to use stable coins in this situation. I trade from, in this case, XRP. I would trade my XRP over to USDC and I would then hold. Because whatever amount of money I pulled out, I'll still have that amount of money a month from now when the prices could have drastically changed. Yeah, he does. Pops does. He keeps an eye out. And it's a lot easier with a time change. A lot easier with a time change. Leslie Ann. I learned the hard way. Coinbase will get it right eventually. Zester, you are right. It does take a while on the phone. It does. And so, Leslie, thank you for the shout out on that one. It is a somewhat time-consuming process, but you do get your money back. Coinbase is not amazing. I'm never going to say that they are until maybe one day they actually are. But they will do you right. If you have sent your money to them, you'll get it back. You'll get it back. The unfortunate part of that is that you may have been wanting to sell that XLM right now, and Coinbase might get it back to you in a month or a week or a day. But ultimately, it may be too late for what you're trying to do. But fret not, Buster. You're going to get yours back. I know I've helped a lot of folks through on that one. I know that everyone has always gotten it back, but it does take time. And yes, I did. I got a little bit of a haircut, and also it's a little unruly today, but it's a little unruly. I did get it cut a bit shorter, but I'm going to go ahead, guys, and sign off. Thank you so much for joining. I will be on for Whiskey and Wisdom tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the original Mark Z channel. Looking forward to hanging out with everyone over there. And of course, even between that time, I'm probably not going to do anything more than sit here and probably just click the refresh button, because don't worry, guys, I'm sitting in the same place. I have got a large portion of my crypto into XRP, and so I'm very much enjoying this price increase. I'll probably not move from the time that I click the end stream button to the time that I join the Whiskey and Wisdom stream, because I'm right here with you. I'm right here with you. Looking forward and enjoying this this price increase. And so remember, guys, love you all. See you again in just about an hour and 15 minutes if you're coming over for Whiskey and Wisdom. If not, I'll see you again on Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Love y'all.